Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we will discuss array and function with example. The first example we are going to discuss here is C program to find largest of n numbers using array. So here we are declaring an array with a size 10 and n is the number of elements, I is the variable used in for loop, and position is nothing but which position element is the largest. That position it will return. And here first we need to enter n value. For example, if I have entered n value is 5 in the sense, with the help of this for loop, we can able to accept 5 elements and that will be stored with an array. For example, when I value equal to 0, it will store an element with a of 0. So in a of 0 location, user can specify any element. Here I have specified 20. After executing this scanf statement, control will be transferred to the for loop again and I will get incremented to 1. Check the condition 1 less than n value is 5 we have given here. So 1 less than 5 condition true and it will execute the scanf statement and in a of 1 position we can able to store one more element. For example, I have given 25. Similarly, after executing this scanf statement, I gets incremented to 2. And a of 2 position, we can able to specify one element. A of 3 position, user can give one element. And a of 4 position also, user will specify one element. For example, 50 I have specified. And when I gets incremented to 5, this condition fails. 5 less than 5, condition fails, it will exit. Okay. Then this function will be called. Position is equal to largest of a comma n, and this is the function. And here if we are considering the function, we are passing two values. One is a is nothing but this array. If you are specifying like this in the sense, the total array will be sent to this function largest. That is the meaning. If you are specifying a of 0, a of 1, likewise if you are specifying in the sense, only the particular element we can able to send it. If we want to send the whole array in the sense, simply specify the array name without any index value. Okay, that is enough. And this will carry the total array to the function. Okay, so now the control will be transferred to the function and we will check the logic with the function. So now if we are checking in the sense, the array passed to this user defined function is 20, 25, 12, 15 and 50. Okay, and the positions are a of 0 to a of 4. And the array name if you are considering in the sense, it is E, and this is the array. And here if you are considering in this user defined function, this array will be passed from the calling function to the called function. So calling function will be specified in the main function and the called function is nothing but the user defined function. And in function call, it is enough to specify the array with only its name. No need to specify the index. But in function declaration and function header of function definition, it is required to specify the array with empty square bracket. No need to specify the index value, that is the size. It is enough to specify with empty square bracket. But it is not required in function call. Only array name is enough. Okay, so this array name will carry this total array from the main function to the user defined function. And n is the value we have entered as 5. Okay, so now we will check the logic of this user defined function. And here we have declared I and position as integer data type and position is initialized to 0. And the main logic of the program is nothing but this for. Okay, and here in this example, the whole array is passed from the main function to the user defined function. Okay, so now initially I value is 1 and this will be considered as first iteration of this for loop. And I value is 1. Check the condition 1 less than n value is 5. Condition is true. And it will allow the for loop statement to execute once. So this if statement will execute once. So here if a of I I position value was 1 greater than A of position. So position, what is the value we have initialized here? That is 0. A of 0. So in A of 1 position, the value is 25. Is greater than A of 0 position value is 20. Condition is true. So what will happen? Position we need to initialize as I. So position is equal to I value is nothing but 1 here. Meaning is compared to this A of 0 position element, A of 1 position is greatest. So we are initializing the position to 1. Next step. After executing this, control will be transferred to the for loop and I gets incremented. And that will be considered a second iteration of I. I gets incremented to 2. Check the condition whether 2 less than 5. Condition is true. And it will allow the for loop to execute once. And inside the for loop, there is an if statement. That is, if A of 2 greater than A of position. Position is nothing but 1. Okay. So, A of 2 position, what is the value? That is 12. 12 greater than 25. Condition fails. So, it will not reinitialize the position value. Okay. It will exit the for loop. Then third iteration of for loop, I is equal to 3. I gets incremented to 3. Check the condition whether 3 less than 5. Condition is true. Then the for loop will execute once. That is, if A of 3 position value is greater than this A of position. Position is nothing but 1 only. We have not changed it. Okay. Only in the first iteration of for loop, this position got changed since this ith position value is greater than the previous position value. Okay. So in this iteration, we have not changed the position value. So A of position is same only. That is 1 only. So A of 1. And A of 3 position value is 15 greater than A of 1 position value is 25. Condition fails. So no change in this position. Okay. And control will be transferred to for loop again. Then fourth iteration, I is equal to 4. Check the condition whether 4 less than 5. Condition is true. And it will allow the if statement to execute once. And here, check whether A of fourth position value is greater than A of position. Position value is 1. A of first position value. So, A of fourth position value is 50 and A of first position value is 25. 50 greater than 25, condition true. Then position will be reinitialized here. So, now the position will be reinitialized. The position is equal to 4. Okay. And in fourth iteration, next fourth iteration if we are considering, inside for loop, I gets incremented to 5. Check the condition 5 less than 5. Condition fails. And this loop will exit here. Okay. And it will return the position. What is the position value it will return? Position value at the end of the last iteration is 4. So it will return this 4 to the main function. So now to the main function. This is the user-defined function. And what is the result of this user-defined function? 4. So position it will return 4. And here it will print largest is equal to A of 4 is the largest element. And the position it will return here is position plus 1. According to the position if we are considering, this is the fifth element. But array if we are considering in the sense, it will start from 0. Okay. So A of 0 to A of 4. A of 4th position value is the largest element. Since directly we are specifying the position here, we have considered as position plus 1. That is 4 plus 1. Fifth position element is the greatest element. That is the meaning we have to take. Okay. So fifth position, what is the value? 50. And that array location is A of 4. Okay. So this is the best example that will send the total array from the main function to the user-defined function. Okay. Not a single array element. It is sending the whole array from the main function to the user-defined function. And the user-defined function will execute with the help of the whole array. Okay. And then the result it will send to the main function. So this is a program to print largest of n numbers using array. Thank you for watching this video.